Hello everyone, welcome to Young Innovators. In this video, we will be looking into a new electronic component, that is a transistor. A transistor is a semiconductor device and an active component that amplifies, controls and generates signals. It consists of three terminals, that is a base, an emitter and a collector. The base terminal acts as the controlling terminal for the current flow. The emitter acts as a negative lead and the collector acts as a positive lead. So, positive voltage will be given to the collector and the negative voltage will be given to the emitter, and base controls the current flowing in the circuit. To know this better, we can take water tap as an example. The water flowing in our taps will be the water which is stored in our overhead tanks. And if we consider and if we compare the water tank and a transistor, the overhead tank acts as a collector, the knob of your tap will act as the base, and the outflow terminal of your tap will act as an emitter. So, the collector is collecting the current and the base is controlling your current and the emitter is emitting the current. In the same way, the overhead tank is storing the water, the knob of your tap will control the water flow, the outflow terminal or the terminal where the water is flown out will act as an emitter. There are mainly two types of transistor, that is a PNP transistor and an NPN transistor. The circuit symbol for both is as shown. If you see and compare, both of them have two terminals and the base in both the terminals or in both the circuits are same, and it acts as a controlling terminal only. But if you observe the arrow mark in the symbol or in the diagram there, one arrow mark of the circuit is showing towards the emitter and in the other circuit or in the other symbol, that arrow mark is shown towards the base. So this tells in a PNP transistor the current flow path is towards the base, and in an NPN transistor the current flowing will be towards the emitter. In a PNP transistor, the collector will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and in an NPN transistor, the collector will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So, based on the arrow mark direction, you can differentiate between a PNP and an NPN transistor if only the symbol is given. This diagram will explain you the working of the transistor. And if you consider a PNP transistor, that is nothing but a positive, negative and positive which is put together. And here the emitter acts as a input terminal and the base acts as a controlling terminal, and the collector will be the terminal where your output is seen. And when you come to an NPN transistor, that is a negative, positive and negative terminals are put together, and here it is the exact opposite of your PNP transistor, that is the collector will be the input terminal and the emitter will be the output terminal. So this explains briefly the path or the direction of the flow of current in both the transistor is exact opposite. The best application of the transistors would be seen in your microphone system. That is, the signal whatever your microphone receives will be amplified and will be heard in the speakers in a higher volume. So here the transistors are used to amplify your signal which is gone through the microphone and which will be put out through a speaker. Next, Let us look at a component breadboard. A breadboard is a key element and a construction base for prototyping of any electronic circuit. It is a solderless board and is reusable. This makes it easy for creating temporary prototypes and experimenting with circuit design. It has n number of tiny holes on the above surface which is internally connected in a particular manner. Originally, the word breadboard referred to a literal bread board, a polished piece of wood used for slicing bread. In the 1970s, the solderless breadboard became available, and nowadays the breadboard term is commonly used and referred for these. You get many types of breadboards: a full-length breadboard, a half-length breadboard, and a mini breadboard. You can choose any one based on the application where you are using it. As you are seeing on your screen, the positive and negative symbol written are the power leads of your breadboard and they are connected horizontally. And the alphabets written terminals or points are the place where you connect components, and these holes are interconnected in a vertical manner. If you turn over your breadboard and look at the internal connection, the pins connected will be as seen. Now let's build some simple basic circuits using breadboards and transistor on Tinkercad. Now let's build a simple circuit to see how actually the transistor work. Here is the circuit diagram for the same. You can make a note of the circuit diagram and build the circuit on your own. And here I am on the Tinkercad workspace and we will drag the necessary components, that is an LED, a resistor. The value of the resistor is 1 kilo ohm, a 9 volt battery and a 1.5 volt battery. And the main component, an NPN transistor. Let's take a breadboard and we will see how we can connect all these components on the breadboard. So, I put all the components on the breadboard. That is an LED, a resistor, an NPN transistor, and both the power sources. And now let's connect the circuit and check the output. Before we start connecting the circuit, let me connect the battery's positive and negative terminal to the positive and negative leads on the breadboard. And from the positive terminal, let me connect it to the anode terminal of the LED. And from the cathode terminal, we will make the connection to the one end of the resistor. The other end of the resistor will be connected to the collector of the NPN transistor. From the base terminal of NPN transistor, we will connect it to the positive terminal of the 1.5 volt battery. From the emitter terminal of the NPN transistor, we will connect it back to the ground. Now, let's connect the ground terminals of both the batteries to complete the circuit. And we will check the circuit by clicking on Start Simulation. And once I start simulating, the LED glows. The current flowing from the 9 volt battery flows through the transistor and then it is given to the LED. So, this explains how transistor controls the current flowing in the circuit. Minimum voltage for the transistor is 0.7 volts, and here we are using 1.5 volt as 0.7 volt battery is not available on Tinkercad. Let us build a complex circuit now and check the output using transistors again. So our next circuit is an alarm circuit using transistor. Let us go back to the workspace on Tinkercad and build the circuit and check the output. The components needed are a breadboard. We here need 3 resistors of different values. A 1.5 volt battery and a 4.5 volt battery. We can change the number of batteries needed just by clicking on the count of the battery. So here I take 3 batteries of 1.5 volt and 1 battery of 1.5 volt. In the circuit diagram mentioned, we have an input voltage of 1 volt and 3.6 volts, which are precisely not available on Tinkercad. So we go with these voltage values or these power source values. And now we grab the main components, that is an NPN transistor and a PNP transistor, and the output device, which is a buzzer. As told before, the value of the resistors are different, and 2 resistors will be of 2.2 kilo ohms and 1 resistor will be of 1 kilo ohm value. You can change the value of the resistor just by clicking on that component, and once the values of the resistors are changed, we will put all the components on the breadboard as per our requirement. First, I place all the 3 resistors on the breadboard as needed in their position. Next, I take the transistors to be placed on the breadboard. Next, we will place the batteries based on the position where it is needed. Let us connect the positive and negative terminal of the battery to the power leads on the breadboard. Now, the last component, that is a buzzer, we will take the buzzer and place it on the breadboard beside the 1 kilo ohm resistor. Now that we have placed all the components on the breadboard, we will go ahead with the circuit connection. From the emitter terminal, we will connect it to the positive end of the 4.5 volt battery, and the base terminal of the PNP transistor will go to the resistor, that is a 2.2 kilo ohm resistor, and the other end of the resistor will be given back to the positive end of the 4.5 volt battery. Next, the collector of the PNP transistor will be given to the positive end of the buzzer. The negative end of the buzzer will be given to the ground terminal, that is the negative power lead. And from the 1 kilo ohm resistor, we will give it to the positive end of the buzzer. So the buzzer positive end will have 2 connections, and from the other end of the 1 kilo ohm resistor, we will give it to the one end of the 2.2 kilo ohm resistor, and from the other end of the 2.2 kilo ohm resistor, we will give it back to the positive end of the 1.5 volt battery. Now, the remaining connection is only of the NPN transistor. The collector of the NPN transistor will be given to the 2.2 kilo ohm resistor. Base will be given to one more 2.2 kilo ohm resistor, and the emitter of the NPN transistor will be given back to the ground terminal. And in order to complete the circuit, we connect both the grounds of the power leads together. Let us start simulation to check the output of the buzzer. If you see in the practical application, you will hear the beep sound or the volume of the buzzer loudly. Since this being an online simulator, here if I press on start simulation or if I stimulate the circuit, we will just observe the vibrations in the buzzer, which tells the circuit is working completely fine. This tells us the current flow is not only dependent on the positive and the negative terminals of the battery, it is basely and precisely dependent on the base terminals of both PNP and NPN transistor. In this video, we learnt about transistor and its working. We also saw different circuits in which the current flow is completely dependent on the base terminal of the transistor. And thank you for watching.